Should be going to bed, but I'm not. Got something to say. And if I see it and I want to say it, I just say it. Anyway, I'm going to do a couple of shout outs before I retire. Over the pond. Probably look a bit washed out because I've got no makeup on because I am actually ready for bed over here in the UK. Yeah. A couple of shout outs I want to do for over in the pond, and I will find some more, but I have shouted Kevin's Corner out before because I just think he's a great guy. By the way, these people are Trump supporters. A great guy, Kevin's Corner, check him out. And Henry Davis, who I've just come across, and also Resistant Chicks, that someone told me to go to, and they're brilliant as well. Hi girls, if you do end up watching this. And I think they've got another channel called, I think it's Mass Faith 3. Great work, reporting on, you know, what we're all reporting on at the minute. Trump supporters anyway. But especially Henry, because I just came across your video when you were crying happy tears, obviously, you know, with what Trump's doing. And I will bring this up because Kevin and Henry are black, and I keep saying this because some people think, you know, like Diamond and Silk, they're two lovely black ladies in America, and when they came out supporting Trump, you know, I think they went to court or something, and I don't know what judge it was, some stupid woman who was black, was trying to make out that they got paid by the Trump team sort of thing to support Trump. Have you ever heard anything so stupid? You know, I kept saying, I don't support Trump because I'm white and he's white. I support him because what he's doing is right. I'm not obviously from America, and I've never been into politics in my life until now, woken up. But when Obama came in, I thought, well, you know, looking over here, like looking over there, I was like, yeah, he's all right, you know, seems to be okay. So, you know, I thought he was all right. But let's face it, he wasn't all right, was he? And he hasn't done anything. So it's not about, you know, oh, you're only supporting Trump because you're white. No. If he was black, I was supporting him doing what he's doing. And this is like what, you know, Kevin, Henry and Diamonds and Silk are saying. And the video I've just come across with Henry Davis was beautiful because it made me cry, because it's like I said, it's not about the colour of his skin. It's what someone's doing for your country. And he says on there, if you go and watch it, like I said before, he's bringing jobs back. You know, he's bringing factories and things back for people to go back to work. And also, I've just seen a quick video of Kevin Davis going on about, if you just go through his videos, if you're interested, about Kanye. When Kanye came out about the plantation thing and everyone was in uproar, you know, on mainstream media, oh, he's racist and he supports Trump, and look what he said about the plantation, slavery and all this. What is he talking about? Get a grip. I've been saying it for ages. You can tell what he's talking about. And that's why I say, go to Kevin's Corner. Go to Henry Davis and see what they're saying about Trump. Get it from a black person if you're black. If you're sitting there thinking, oh, you're racist because you're white. Get it from a black person's perspective that also loves Trump too. Because he says it there about Kanye West that I've been saying for ages. He said the plantation, as in, get off it. Stop staying in the system. Stop being a victim, basically. He says on there, you know, Kanye said, what am I supposed to talk about? Crack. What am I supposed to talk about? Sorry about the language, you know, effing your bitch. You know, talking like that. Getting high, killing each other. You know what all these rap songs put out? And he's even said, I don't even listen to that crap anymore. That's what they're pumping out all the time. Is it to keep the black community down, to make the black community look like that's what they are? No, they're not that. But you keep pumping it out everywhere and making people feel like, you know, they're worthless because, you know, is that from a culture? No, that isn't from the black culture. That's been put there. You know, that's been put out in songs and that old twerking. He even says that on it, you know, twerking your booty everywhere, doing this, let's all shoot each other, let's all shoot each other up and all this stuff. I can't explain it properly, but Henry Davis says it brilliantly. And it just, you know what I mean? You can see it as plain as day. It's nothing to do with because Trump is white, so, you know, black people shouldn't vote for him. A lot of white people voted for Obama. He's done nothing. He's done nothing. Go and look at other people's videos. You know, some people will go, oh, they're probably getting paid off the Trump team. No, they're not. Hi, I just wanted to come on and have a rant because Kevin's corner, I love Kevin because he's so funny with it. And Henry Davis is funny with it as well. He's really good. But the one where he was upset, crying happy tears, because he said he's just showing you his heart, how he feels, what he can see Trump's doing. It's not about colour. You shouldn't be voting someone for, oh, you're only saying that because you're white, you would say that, you know what I mean? And people who are black, oh, you're just voting for him because you've been paid to vote for him or something. It's like, just get a grip and go and listen to what people are saying. That's what he said Kanye was saying. That's what I said Kanye was saying. You don't have to be in that mindset. You don't have to be in that constant circle. You don't have to be on the plantation, as that's what Kanye was saying. You can be off it. You're not a slave. You don't have to be a slave to it all. They're trying to pump it out in mainstream media that, you know, black people are this, black people are that. No. It's all put out there to keep you down and that division and everything. But he says it really well and he can say it. So take it from a black person's perspective of what they see it. You know, he's talking about Kanye. When I spoke about Kanye and said what Kanye was trying to say to people, ooh, you get seen as racist because I'm white, saying that's what a black person was saying. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm white and I'm just saying it from what I thought Kanye was saying. Well, go and check these channels out of people who are black and know exactly what Kanye was talking about, what he's been trying to say, what I was trying to say. Oh, it just annoys me. But more so, I just wanted to point it out because they're doing great channels talking about Trump and it's brilliant. Is because, you know, Top goes on tomorrow because Trump's here in the UK tomorrow. If he's not, he might be here now tonight, but he's here tomorrow. You know, he's coming to visit the Queen. So, you know, it's all about supporting him because we've got enough people on YouTube and the mainstream media and all that being anti-Trump because we all know why they're being anti-Trump. That big push, you know, they don't like him because he's bringing truth out. He's trying to sort countries out globally. Like I said before, bringing jobs back in America, bringing factories back that they took down. You know, and what I was trying to say on the last video was that I think I forgot to put in. When I went on about Owen Jones, whatever his name is, he's irrelevant anyway, but going on about, the superpower in America and whoever's got the superpower, which is President Trump at the minute, that's why they're all flapping. Yeah, he has got a superpower, and that's what, whatever you want to call them, the elites, the deep state, whatever, don't like, is because he's got in there a patriot of America. And the thing is, we all look to America because I'd say, being from a Western country that some don't like, that's the biggest Western country. If America falls, we all fall. If America falls, we all fall. America is a beacon of light, God country, beacon of light, freedom, truth. So we know if they're still standing and they're fighting, everyone's saying, oh, like UK's falling, oh, EU's falling. Yeah, it was doing, but a lot of people are waking up and there's a big U-turn if you've not noticed, like I keep saying. The people, the patriots of the countries are rising. We know we can because America's doing it. Trump's doing it. Q's helping. If you believe in Q or not, it doesn't really matter. But what I'm trying to say is America is a beacon. That'd be the last Western country with those Western values, traditions and everything, Christian, whatever you want to call it, to fall. If they fall, we know we've all fallen. They're not falling, it's standing strong, it will stand strong. It's a beacon of light for everybody. It's not just one colour of skin, it's for everybody. It stands for freedom. Hi. It stands for freedom, basically. There's a big, shiny, big beacon of light. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. It stands for freedom and truth. And that's what Trump's trying to do. So we all know that that's what they know. That's why I was saying before about people know about the Obama thing, selling uranium to Iraq, that we're going to nuke America and blame it on Russia, start World War Three. Because they want to get rid of America because, like I said, if America falls, we all fall. And then we all fall under that, whatever you want to call it, one world order, a regime that we don't want. You know what I mean? So I've just come on to say, you know, people like Kevin's Corner are doing brilliant for black people. Henry Davis, who I just came across tonight, is doing a great job as well. And Diamond and Silk. There's probably many other people, and I'll have to come across him, who are standing up and talking, asking why, you know, some of the rich or the celebrities aren't talking out, black ones as well. Kanye has, that's brilliant. Like I said, I kept saying this for ages, and people are just like, yeah, it's not being racist. It's like, can you not listen to what Kanye's saying? At the end of the day, if you've seen Joe Mass pose Q, the plan to save the world, you can see it all right, all there, the plan that they put in place to bring America down, which would eventually bring every country around the world down, apart from them regimes that are in. You know, all the stuff to divide us. And also, like I said, a shout out to Resistant Chicks, they're great. Or the other channel is Mass Faith 3. It's just brilliant, you know, coming together. You know, I can go on there and talk, and we're chatting, and it's great, and everyone knows where we're coming from. It's not about the colour of your skin. It's about uniting. That's all anyone's bothered about. You know, Trump is doing great things for America, great things that people before him weren't doing. They were tearing it down. That's why, you know, over here in the UK, you think, oh, I'd love to go to America, you know, like California, this, that and the other. What, on Skid Row? Half the people don't know about that, all the drugs and all that, making people homeless. It's to wreck everywhere and make everywhere into a, excuse me language, what Trump was saying about London, a shithole. You know, all these places that are supposed to look dead good, but behind the scenes over there, you've got people on drugs, you know, sleeping in the streets, homeless, because they've wrecked people's lives and took the jobs away while Trump's bringing it back. Trump's helping with the drug epidemic over there. You know, that's getting people depressed because you're taking jobs away. They're getting depressed, so they're going on drugs and drink, and then they're losing their homes. That's what they wanted. That's what they want. They want people on the street living in their own feces, this, that and the other. It's disgusting what the world's been coming to. And I'm sick of hearing people saying, oh, the UK's falling to this, that and the other. Oh, it's falling to Sharia law and this, that and the other. No, it's not. You thought it was. And I know it's been here and all this, that and the other, but I'm sorry to bring this up, but I'm sick of people saying, John Cleese apparently is moving. John Cleese is apparently moving to another country because he's sick of mainstream media. Well, I tell you what, you go, John Cleese, with all your money, you know, whatever. But and people going, well, I would if I had the money. Yeah, well, who's going to stand here and fight for England then? Who's going to stand here? Because if we all bog off, which, yeah, it would be nice, but we all bog off, what? We're going to let everyone just invade and take over the country and we've all got to move out? No, we've got to stand up. We've got to stand up, and people are standing up. And sick of saying people aren't standing up. Yes, we are. Proper patriots are standing up for Britain. We're standing up. The men are coming out. Strong men and women are coming out. They're marching. They're posting on YouTube. We are standing up. Do you think we're just going to let people take over our country or just decide to move out? That'd be the easiest thing to do. And then that's where they take over every country, don't they? If everyone wants to move out and not stand up for your own country. It is an easier thing to go and, you know, oh, well, I could emigrate somewhere else. You know, I could move to another country. But at the end of the day, we've got to stand and fight. You know, we've got to stand and fight, and we will stand and fight. You know, if it's civil or whatever it is, we will stand up. The real patriots coming out. Said this on someone's YouTube, said, I can just see over the horizon. It's coming. True patriots are coming out, you know. It's just ridiculous, and that's what's happening in America. They're not going to stand there and let someone invade and take over. That's why Trump's getting the wall in and everything. It's like, people, wake up. You know. I'm just sick of, we just look at comments like, oh, it's taking over, oh, it's falling. No, it's not falling. People are waking up. So if people are waking up, it's not going to fall, is it? Things are going to start changing. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but things are going to start changing. Yeah, fight for your country. I'm fighting for mine. Never surrender. Exactly. If we all just went, oh, you know, let's all move over there or whatever. What, and just leave Britain? I know there's not good things about Britain, and I know there's things in the monarchy and there's things going on and all that, but it's not those people. I'm talking about the patriots who want to make Britain great again for us. You know what I mean? For the people of Britain. So you've got to stand up and fight and talk out about it. Not like, oh, the easiest thing is to do a runner. You know, if we all had the money, people would probably want to do it, but who's going to stand here and fight? Who's going to stand here and fight for your homeland? It's what they're doing in America. That's what we'll be doing. That's what I'm saying. America is a beacon of light. We follow suit what America's doing. They are our allies. That stupid little gimp, Owens Jones, going on about Trump. Trump's mother was Scottish. America is our ally, believe it or not. They are our allies. They might have not seen it before because Obama was in. And then thank God Hillary didn't get in because, like I said, Trump stands for freedom. You know, good content of character. Hillary, if she'd have got in, stands for World War III, hate, evilness, whatever. Trying to start World War III with Russia. Trying to blame it on them to start World War III. Ugh. Because that's another way of getting rid of you all in America. Do you know what I mean? People can't see that. All people, you know, it's just that race thing going on again. Oh, you can't support him. He's white. It's nothing to do with skin colour. It's to do with what's in here. And if you can't see that because you're too stupid, because you follow MSM and you believe all the propaganda on there, God help you when all this comes out. Because all I can say is hashtag walk away. Walk away. You're in the Democrats, walk away. I've seen quite a few videos of people who are Democrats and they're walking away. And if you're in England, you really need to start researching. I can't wait for tomorrow. I can't wait to see if this balloon goes up or not, or if one of Sadiq Khan goes up, because don't forget, he said it was all right as long as it was peaceful. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm sick of people saying, oh, it's fallen. No, you're saying that because you think some of us are not, you know, we're asleep. A lot of us are awake, and we are true patriots, and we are standing up. There's marches going on for Trump and Tommy Robinson on Saturday. Yeah, there'll be anti-Trump and anti-Tommy and anti-this and anti-that, like there is Antifa. But, you know, there'll always be that because they're trying to push their narrative to the UK. But people are waking up. And the more MSM and all this stuff goes on, the more people will wake up and see what is actually going on, even if they were on the left side, if that's what you want to call it. They will start waking up because they're just getting caught up in their own lies now. We've seen that in America, seen that with stupid, what's she called? What do I call her? Maxine Waters, and all that stuff going on. They're catching their own self out with the stupidness that they're pumping out because they're flapping. They're flapping because we know Trump's winning. It is Make America Great first, but he did, well, Q said, you know, it's Make America Great first and then the rest of the world. So we fight for all allies, no doubt, true patriotism, I can't say it. Exactly. It's the real people that are coming out. The ones who are not fighting for, you know, America, Britain, Germany, wherever, are the ones that are on that side. They're either asleep or, you know, they're in with all the stuff that we know about, you know, all this, they're in with all that, or they're the ones with all the money, and obviously they don't want things happening because, you know, they don't want poor old, you know, us peasants to have a bit of money, do they, for a change? So taxing people to high heaven and doing this and doing that and putting the wrong people in prison, because that's another thing. Trump's got a lot of people out of prison, hasn't he? Black people as well. Did Obama do that? No, he didn't. He didn't do that. And people in the UK are going to prison, like Tommy Robinson and Melanie Shaw, for speaking out, and going to prison for getting locked up for talking about truth, basically. And another girl I found out about today, I'll have to find out more, a Persian girl, you know, she's got arrested. Someone said, I don't know, that she might be going down for 4 years or 80 lashes, you know, because it's under Sharia law, because she was dancing in her own house, doing a belly dance to Shakira. What the well. She was dancing. I know that's their law, but it's stupid. I'm sorry, it's stupid. You can't dance in your own house to some music because what? That's what kids do. What, you can't have fun? Do you think so? No, we don't want this law in any countries. You can't have fun, you can't do anything. You're getting sent to prison for dancing in your own bedroom and posting it online. And then this girl apparently had to go and say sorry and make up this. They told her what to say and she was crying. It's absolutely ridiculous. But the more this is coming out, because it is, and everyone's seeing it, the more people are going to be a bit like, because that's what it's all about. It's about going, what? What? This is stupid. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely ridiculous. They're putting people in prison. What? They want to send her to prison because she was a young girl was in a bedroom doing what most young girls do, dancing to some music and posting it online like they do. And you've got people going around raping children, killing people, stabbing people in London. This, that, and the other. No, not just here, all over the world. And they're getting off. And you're putting someone in prison for doing a belly dance. Hello? Hello? Is that right? No, I don't think it is. Hello? Do you know what I mean? Or that woman who Trump set free with Kim Kardashian. I know it was a minor drug offence, but what, she got sent down for life? When there's murderers and people out there doing worse things and they're not getting sent down for life. It's absolutely pathetic. And that's what you've got to start looking at. When people start getting sent to prison for talking about truth, something up, isn't there? But I've noticed there's lots more stuff coming out now. The YouTube channels, even mine, YouTube channels now of people I've watched, even Speaker's Corner and people that do their own things down there, it's turning. There's lots of people talking about lots of different things now. And someone mentioned yesterday to someone's channel, oh, your channel's changed a bit. And someone said, yeah. Because it needs to, because truth needs to come out, and it's what people are talking about. And if you think that about people's channels, like, oh my God, the channel's changed, it's because this is the most important thing at the minute to be talking about. Like I said, history's going to rewrite itself. It's, even Henry Davis said it on his channel, it's the greatest time to be alive, to see all this going on. And they are going to be caught up in their own lies. Because the more they push, the more they try and push it, you know, oh, anti this and anti that, the more they try and push it, the more you sat there thinking, what the hell's going on? And they're just going to trip up over themselves. And that is what they're doing. That is what they're doing. I've never heard or seen this much crap that's going on now against a president in my life. And that's because presidents before President Trump and whoever was on the other side were just doing rubbish. Just doing rubbish. Because all them who are corrupt were all in on it. So now we've got someone good doing good. They're going mad, aren't they? Oh yeah, a change is definitely coming. You can see it, and that's why like I said before, that's why they're trying the hardest. These elites, these bloodlines, these families, these people involved, these people who are corrupt, these people who've got paid just to do it, they're not bothered because they'd rather have the money, not bothered about being a patriot, not bothered about the country. There's a change coming, and you know it's coming. That's why you're pushing so hard to get everybody to hate Trump. Hate Trump. It's like I said, lovely black brothers and sisters from across the pond and here as well, talking truth, saying they love Trump, but people have said before, oh, it's because they got paid. Don't be so bloody stupid. I burnt my eggs this morning. It's because they see the truth in Trump. They're not looking at his colour. They're not looking at his colour of skin. It's what's in here. He's a patriot. And this guy said, Henry Davis, I'm glad to be an American. I'm so glad Trump's here. You know what I mean? So I won't say that because I'll get called a racist, especially what Kanye was saying. Go and check Kevin's Corner out. Go and check Henry Davis out. Go and check Diamond and Silk. And also some other two ladies that I've just come across today. I can't remember who told me to go and watch it, but fancies Resistant Chicks. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's talking about the same thing. I keep saying, do your research and stop watching MSM. Best time in this life to be alive. True changes. I love my President Trump. We all love him. I will adopt him. I just feels like my granddad. If Trump knocked on my door tomorrow, I know he's not going to, but if Trump knocked on my door tomorrow, I'd let him in for a brew and a biscuit. Yorkshire tea like tea used to be. Do you take 1 or 2 sugars, Trump? Come round my house anytime for a cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's just, but you know, there's going to probably be a lot tomorrow going on because he's down tomorrow. But I will sweat my backside off in this top because it's thick. Because I've got a nip out tomorrow, but I will be wearing my Trump the Boss top tomorrow. It's still hot here, and it's late. That's why I said I've got no makeup on. But I just, you know what I mean. The Henry Davis video, I just cried. He was crying, I was crying watching it because that's how I feel when I watch Trump doing stuff. When you know what he's really doing. Yeah, you can all come round for a brew. Do you want it in a proper teapot? If you're not English, proper teapot, cup of tea, a brew, some biscuits, a scone with cream or whatever. You know, we'll get a bit more English. But tomorrow will be fun to see. It'll be yeah, bring your coffee. I've got coffee as well. It's just like, it's just amazing. Yeah, cuppa for all. It's just amazing. So this is why I like the internet, because there's people from all over, everyone's uniting, everyone's talking. You know, you can go in chat and you're getting people from all around the world that know what's going on. Because like I said, you only know if you're actually living in the real world, not these toffs that have got loads of money and they're just like, whoa, and they're in posh places. So they don't see, yeah, PG tips, they don't see what's going on around them, like stabbings and, you know, that sort of thing that goes on, and poverty, because they're not in them areas. So they can sit there and say what they want. They can sit there in their posh houses and watch MSN and believe everything on it when that is not what's going on. If they're in little nice areas in the country or wherever they are, even in cities but like the posher bits, and they don't see that going on because it's not happening around where they are, because they're not really living in the real world, are they? So of course they're going to be anti-Trump because they think there's an agenda behind Trump. The only thing behind Trump is, I'd say, God. I'm not religious, but I'm talking about the creator. I believe in God. I'm not religious, but I believe there's a creator. Do you know what I mean? It's the light, basically. Like you said, whether you believe or not, it doesn't matter. Dark to light, it's coming. We've got a chance now to rewrite history. This might sound all like, oh my God, we have got a chance to rewrite history. Earth has been in heaven on earth. It's not been heaven on earth, it's been hell. Lucifer is definitely about working his spells, been definitely doing it in the music industry, because Lucifer was, you know, did like his arts, didn't he? And that's why when Henry Davis is shouting out in one of his videos about Kanye, and Kanye said, I'll just repeat it again, you know, what should I be talking about because I'm black? Crack, you know, effing your bitch, because that's what he said, sorry about saying that. You know, killing and shootings and twerking your booty, because that's all that they're putting out in videos. These rappers, I'm not talking about all of them, but that's all they're putting out, as if that is a black culture thing. No, it's not. Not everybody's like that, but they keep doing that to demonising black people. That's all they do. They don't work. They're twerking. The crackheads. They're this, that, and the other. No, that isn't a black culture. So stop pumping it out. Do you know what I mean? Because that to me is like, people say things come from America. So like, to me, like these stabbings, I know a lot of it in London's black on black and stuff like that. It's like gang culture, like that American thing, like rappers, oh, like things that are going on now with rappers, oh, I've got to shoot on you, look at me, you don't like this music. You know, it's like postcode wars and all that. It's ridiculous. You need to wake up, people. Yeah, it's to dumb the masses down and keep you fighting. So you're fighting on your postal wars, you know, and then you've got people, you know, oh, it's just ridiculous. It's like, grow up, people. Grow up. Get a grip and unite and start researching what's going on and how they're making you brainwashed to do all this stuff and think this way. That's why Kanye said, get off the plantation. And everyone's like, oh, that's a racist thing to say, especially if I'm saying it because I'm white. No, it's not. So go and check them channels out, because they're black people saying that. They know what he's talking about. You're not a slave. Nobody is. You keep going on about we're in this, oh, we're still enslaved. Oh, get off that merry-go-round, for God's sake. Open your eyes and start uniting. That's why I love it when I can go over to these channels. I'm white, you're black, and we're talking. And we both know what's going on. And we both love Trump. Nothing to do with colour. To do with what's in here. Like I said, Martin Luther King said it's the content of character. It's not the colour of your skin, it's what's in here. If you care, if you've got compassion, love is the biggest thing. And like Martin Luther King did civil protest. That's why people keep saying try not to get violent. I know it's hard to get violent. I know people have drinks when they go on protest sometimes, and it's a bit hard. And we do have the ones that get gobby and they do get violent. You'll always get that, but it's got to be like civil, like they did. People got hurt in them demonstrations. People got killed, but they pushed for it to be civil. The water cannons came out and all horrible things happened, but they pushed it because when mainstream media were filming it, people started waking up around the globe thinking, well, they're not fighting and being violent, but this side are being violent. Remind you of anyone, Antifa? They realised they weren't pushing back, they weren't being violent, so why was this group being violent towards them? This is what's happening again with these marches. Antifa, trying to antagonise. I know we shouldn't say left and right, but if you want to put it in that context, I know something more like bad and good, left and right. The left Antifa are trying to, they always try and antagonise this side, like I said. So when mainstream media come, that's what they take a picture of, and then, you know, it's far right and the violent and this, that, the other. No. And that's why it's got to be done civilly. You know, in the end, if things happen, it doesn't, then maybe that will come. But, you know, we've been doing pretty well. America's been doing pretty well with it. I know there was that guy who punched that guy out on the Antifa, but he deserved it because what do you do? Self-defence. Everyone saw it was self-defence because that guy had a baton in his hand. And if he'd have rapped, someone said, oh, he might have given brain damage because he went to the floor. Well, so what? Because that guy might have got it as well. He had that stick in his hand. He was going to hit him around the head with it. So it's tough. It was self-defence. If you didn't want to get hurt, you know, or worse, then you shouldn't have been there with a stick trying to wrap it around someone's head at the end of the day. It's like I said, they made sure in that blue area in where that was, that they had weapons and the Trump supporters didn't, and they got checked when they went in, make sure they've got no weapons. You know, it's all civil. No, but you'll let them lot in, won't you? You'll let Antifa in and the Democrat lovers in, won't you? With the little smoke bombs and the sticks and little devices that Soros has been funding, you know, to hurt people on this side. It's absolutely pathetic. Bad against good, hate against love. Of course it is. That's why they go for people, you know, I'd not say on the right side, but it's the right side. It's the right side of, like, you know, we're fighting for our rights because they know how we feel in here. We've got a soul, we've got a heart. They haven't. They're not bothered. They're either blinded by being dumbed down and just not basically researching in MSM, or blinded by money. You know, and a lot to do with what celebrities are saying. You know, a lot of people follow celebrities, and if they say something, then they believe them because they think, you know, they're worshipping a star, a big celebrity. I'm not talking about all the celebrities. And, you know, if they come out saying, oh, I support blah, 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 then they go along with it because they're sheep. And that's why there's a big uproar when they said, oh, Kanye West has had this big breakdown. That had a big breakdown. He's just woken up to the system that tries to enslave us all, you know. And that's what Kanye was saying at the end of the day. And like I said, it's very hard when you've seen it, you can't unsee it. And sometimes you do just want to take that pill, if you like, and just go back to sleep because it would be easy, but at the end of the day, you need to see what's going on. They are spiritually disconnected. Yep, they are. And when it happens, that's what happens and makes you room for evil. It is. The Q said, even Trump said, you know, you got to arm yourself up in the armour of God or whatever the thing is, because it's not just a war of flesh and bones or whatever you call it. It is an actual spiritual war as well. Once they go for that, you know, an entity, that evilness gets inside you, it eats away at you. You know, there's a lot of psychopaths about. But if you're true to yourself and you're true in your heart and there's a lot of love, it can't get in. They don't like that, you know. And that's the truth, basically. If you know what's right at the end of the day, and you know you can sleep at night, that's a good thing. Some of these people for a fact at the minute are not sleeping well because they know what's going down, they know what's coming, they know people know. So they're flapping. That's why they're flapping. Maxine Waters. That's why they're flapping and calling for violence, because they want people to be violent on the good side because they know they're coming for them. And that's why I think, you know, tomorrow's going to be exciting. It's just going to be fun to see what they're actually going to try and pump out tomorrow. Thank you. Oof, I've got no makeup on. I'm ready for bed. You know, they know. I just can't wait to see tomorrow what they're going to pump out on mainstream media. I don't watch telly, but the only time I do is when stuff like this happens, because I like to see what crap they're going to put out. But there's a lot of stuff going on because Piers Morgan was shouting out and, You know, there's a lot going on with CERN, brings evil. Yeah, see, I've seen all this stuff, and some people might not believe in it, but, you know, I watch it and I think, I can see it. I know they've been looking for, you know, if people are on this or not, it doesn't matter. It's a bit of fun to talk about, but I actually do think there's something in it, and they were looking for, like, black matter and, you know, the God particle or whatever, or a sort of gateway to let the demons in. And I won't be surprised. People go on about aliens and demons, and we don't really know what they are for aliens. The thing I'm on at the minute, if you want to talk about conspiracies, but we know most of them are true, is the actual Antarctica thing. They go down there, these leaders, and it's like, what is down there? Was there a civilization? Technology we don't know about, a base down there. I've heard all the stories, but you know, and like I said, I won't put it past anything, because we've been told lies from day dot, cover-ups for something, cover-ups to know who we really are, maybe how powerful we are, history of maybe where we really come from. Did we actually come from apes, or did we actually come from a lost civilization? Yeah, did we come from up there? I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, people might go, oh God, she's a lunatic. Bird has seen a new world. Yeah, because I just think, we don't know really, do we? We've been lied to. And we know there's massive cover-ups and things to do with pyramids and this, that and the other and blah, blah, blah. It's like I said on my last video, we just want the truth. But that's what they don't want to give us, the truth, because then we'll know what we're going up against, and we'll know what we can do, you know, to fight the system like we are doing, because we'll know the truth. How can you fight against something if you don't know the truth? That's what I'm saying about all these people asleep, you know, as we like to call it, don't know. So before I woke up, I didn't know. And if you don't know the truth, how are you supposed to fight against something, or rise against, rise against something, or rebel against something, or have a revolution against something, if you don't know the truth? And that's the whole reason why they dumb us down. They lie to us about, I don't know, space projects, NASA. If there is aliens, no one can say yes there is and no there isn't, unless you've actually really seen one. Whatever, because they hide stuff from us. I just tell people, the world is not what you think. The world is definitely not what you think it is. It is, when people go on about parallel universes, it is. It's not what you look out into. It's totally different behind the scenes. That's why they go on about, that's why we reference the Matrix all the time. If people think you're a lunatic, it's true. The world is not what you think. It's not all nicey, this, that and the other. If you knew how they use, if you know how they use Instagram, and they were using Facebook and stuff like that as a catalogue and things, yeah, horrible stuff that you don't know, you know, some of us know. But at the end of the day, the world is not what you think it is. A lot of fairy tales that you tell your children are the complete opposite. They're more like horror stories. Snow White and, you know, like the Brothers Grimm. It's more like them sort of stories. It's not what you think it is. The world is not what you think it is. It is, basically, it is bad. It is good versus evil. You know, if people say there's a fight going on in heaven, well, there definitely is. And if you really want to go into it, that thing of like, you know, like law of attraction, when they say, and I always believed in that, like, you put something out to the universe and then it will come down to you. It's got to play out in the universe or in heaven or whatever, and then it comes down to reality. So if it's all playing out up there, this war, it comes down to us. So that's why they say pray or put your intentions out there of good. Get them, or just get them positive vibes out to the universe, because if it's all playing out up there, it reflects back down here. You know, that as above, so below. As above, so below. What happens above happens below. You know? So it is as above, so below. That's why you've got to, you know, if you're not religious, I mean, it is, I'm not religious, but I believe there's a creator, I believe there's a God, and, you know, things are really happening at the minute. Mysterious things are happening. A lot of the stuff I've been looking at is quite biblical as well, you know. But it's having that faith, basically. So even if you're not into praying, just get them positive vibes out up there of love. Get them positive vibes blasting, because They don't like that. They don't like the light in people. They don't like the light in people. Evil doesn't like the light. The light will wash the evil away. The light will disintegrate evil. Do you know what I mean? That's why they were saying dark to light. You've got to get them positive vibes out there. You know, blast them out, because like I said, if it is as above, so below, it's got to play out there first before it plays out here. But it must be doing, because as you can see around the globe, people are rising. They won't betray that on MSM, as we know. They just keep saying stuff, but loads of people are talking out. Like I said, they're hashtagging love Trump and all this. Why are people saying that? And all I say to people who are maybe coming around to it is, why does MSM slag Trump off every single channel? Every single channel. There's something in it when everyone's talking about not liking someone. They're not liking someone for a reason. They were all loving Obama, weren't they? All loving Obama. All loving Hillary. All loving him. Loving him. Every channel loving him. What did they do? Nothing. Nothing. Destroyed things. Obama wasn't doing things for black people. What were they doing? Nothing. All the stuff that Trump's trying to turn around from when he was in office, and she thought she was never going to lose because it was rigged. She didn't think she was going to lose, did she? That's why she keeps harping on about it. They didn't go on about them two like they've gone on about Trump, have they? So, what's that about? Scared about something, are they? They know what's coming. Didn't put a balloon up about them, did they? So anyway, I'm going to go because it's quite late here now, but he's just supporting Trump again, and I'm sure I'll be on it tomorrow supporting Trump again because he is here tomorrow. I'm so proud of your dad. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was my dad who woke me up, because even my mum said I've had a few arguments with my mum and my sister. It gets a bit heated, but she's sort of awake because she doesn't really watch telly and stuff, so she does know something different about you tonight. Yeah, something different. I've not got any makeup on. That's what it is. But yeah, if I hadn't have known, I probably would have been, well, to tell the truth, she's throwing money away in fireworks. Hillary sucks. Oh, she's such a doucheball. You know, when Trump first came on the scene, I mean, not that it really bothered me because I'm in the UK, obviously. I just thought, what an idiot. Like, he's got daft hair, like, because everyone kept saying that. And, like, he's just a bit, he's rude and all this. And then gradually it's just been like, he just says it is, a spade is a spade. Some of the stuff he says, you think he's saying something he's not. I don't know how he keeps his face straight. He's so funny. Oh, thank you. He's so funny. It's just like, it's very serious. Not her who laughs. Her who laughs at people getting killed, that interview where they said about people getting killed and she just laughed her head off like the evil witch that she is. But, yeah, and gradually it was like, do you know what? Oh, I just want to adopt him. He's great. But gradually when you start seeing things, you start seeing what he's actually doing. But if my dad hadn't told me, I was waking up to it because I've been waking up a few years of, I just couldn't watch telly anymore because the news was depressing. You know, the news shouldn't be like that. The news should have good things on it as well. It shouldn't be, what is it? The let's tune into the depression channel. Yeah, to keep us down and keep us depressed. Getting you on your meds, getting you drinking alcohol, keeping you in that place of crapness. Yeah, keeping you there. I knew there was something off with the world because if anyone knows me right from the beginning of my YouTube channel, it's always been spiritual, positive, trying to work out why we're here. You know, I went on certain spiritual things, they fell off and all that, and just know something else. Not bad though. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I've got a bit of energy today. I don't know. What time is it? I don't know. It's about 12:15 at night. I do stay up quite late, but yeah, you just I'm looking at a picture over there on the wall. It says love is all you need. That's what it's about. I'm looking at a picture that says be thankful, do your best, always tell the truth, keep others, laugh out loud, please, thank you, new things, smile, keep your promises. And that's what Trump does, keeps his promises. Say your prayers, do things kindly, work hard. I have all them sort of, nice quotes about. But yeah, when you don't really want anyone in control of your country who falls downstairs and gets shoved into vans and falls down and does all this funny stuff with her head because she's got Kuru disease or whatever she's got. Oh, is it? I know, it's getting late though. I had to resub for some reason. Well, there's people who said that, come on chat, that I can't see. People have had to resub, and I've noticed people are resubbing. I think it's the censoring and all that, when you start getting truth out or hitting the mark, they start doing weird things, I think, making out like you haven't got a lot of viewers or this. We all know that, but it's just great because every day I'm seeing more people talking out. There's more things happening. There's more people understanding about truth, more people waking up. And this has been happening anyway because I noticed this in the spiritual side of things on videos that I was watching, about all this civilized breakaway civilization and people who are into the alien thing, and even, religious sites or, all these spiritual sites. I've been saying this for years. There was something, the shifts coming. And that's what I think it was. Everyone's been feeling in different areas of different groups on YouTube, your little groups that you like to go to. Like some people like more political chats or more spiritual chats or maybe more religious chats. But they've all been talking about some sort of shift. The Mandela effect, some sort of shift. This is a shift. No, I don't think so. Oh, thank you. Not easy on the eye tonight. I've not got my makeup on. But the thing is with me, I just talk. I don't always feel like I get it out properly, and I'm not very. I'm not very good with words and explaining stuff properly. But I know what I mean in my head. But I've always spoke from here. Yeah, it's a paradigm, is it? Well, like I said, it's that pendulum's just about to, it's up here and it's just about to swing back down for good this time. Thank you. Well, I always think if you're talking about spiritual realms and stuff, because I've always liked that, I always believe the world, whether it be a globe or flat, is breathing out. It's been breathing out. It breathes out over so many hundreds of thousands of years. We've been bad, there's been a bit of evil, and then it comes back in, like the pendulum swing. Truth comes out and good will come back to the world and peace. Gradually we've got to work towards it, and it's not going to just happen tomorrow, but there's that many people on that level now. I think that's why it's been happening for years, in different, like I said, different channels of spirituality, this, that and the other, there's a shift, we've been working up to it. A lot of people have said on channels, oh, you've been saying this for years, these spiritual channels, that it's coming, whatever you want to call it, aliens, we have this disclosure thing. That's what I mean, anything like that. I believe anything because I just think we've been lied to that much. Who knows what's going on? If it all comes out, I won't be shocked. I won't need hospitalising thinking, oh God, because we've been lied to. And if this is all to get us ready for certain stuff that's coming out, which is what I do believe Trump's doing in Q, even if you don't believe about Q. Yeah, it is coming, and that's why they've had to get us ready for it, so we'll just be like, all right, that's what they've taught, and it's not just one thing, it's a lot of stuff. That's why they're gradually getting stuff out, and maybe it's about the stuff that, this certain stuff of Obama and Hillary and the trafficking and this, that and the other and blah, blah, blah. Then I think after we've got this sort of sorted out, the EU and all that, then all the other stuff's going to start coming out, because basically to win this time, to rewrite history, we need to know everything. We need the truth. Like I said before, I think we were only going to open up so much to the public, and it's gone up now, because I think the best thing to be is just transparent and bring it out to the masses. If people can't deal with it, that's why some of us are here to help others. That's why it's where all the technologies, yeah, exactly. And that's why they're saying, even in, the other groups, spiritual groups, oh, we'll have domes and we'll be here to heal people, because like I said, QI said when it comes out, 95% of the population will need hospitalising, or they're going to have a breakdown, because like I said, I got woken up when I found out what was really going on, and all this other stuff that you could think was coming out, I did near enough have a breakdown for 2 weeks. I could not stop crying about stuff because I felt bad because I have contributed to some of this awful stuff. I don't mean I've contributed in a bad way, but with certain things like where you've spent your money, what you've spent your money on, things you might have believed in before, with consumerism, just certain stuff you buy and you don't realise what's going on behind the scenes, can't really explain it, but you just realise like how even relationships, I've realised why. It's like I said, I was watching Reverend Simon Sideways, and he was saying something about, the old traditions are good, and that's been taken away, like women staying at home with the kids and the men being the breadwinner, and, we did have like, the feminists coming in saying, oh, we want to go back to work and all that, but I'm probably quite old-fashioned because I'd have loved that, really. I think I will say it. I don't care what other women say, like, oh, yeah, we want to be this, we want to be, we want to go to work and have the kids. Well, I know a lot of women who find it hard to work kids and then, they're at nurseries and all that. I'd love to be one of them mothers that actually stayed at home, cleaned the house. I don't see that as like being under the thumb. I don't mean like being told what to do by a man. I just mean I'd clean the house while you go to work. I'll have your tea on the table. I'll run you a bath. I'll do my jobs at home and you can do. I'm a bit that's all right. I'm not looking. I like that quite old tradition. I don't mean it has to be dead old fashioned like you're under the thumb, like do as the man says. No, we're equal. But if you're working, because I'm not being funny, I don't care what anyone says. Looking after children. Yes, so am I. Looking after children and keeping your house and doing housework, which I find quite boring, is hard work. It is hard work. It is a job in itself. And I also think that's why women maybe do get a bit down and stuff now, because these women who want to go out to work, and then you've got all the housework to do. And I'm not saying men don't do housework, but I know some men don't help out. I'm not saying all men. Women going to work and then coming home to look after the kids and the housework is like 3 jobs. Where I'm not being a feminist in that way, where they're saying, oh, should get paid more that way because it is 3 jobs, but it is hard work. It is hard work. And I've learned, like, when I went to work with my first one, I went to work back 3 months and I was back in work with my child at 3 months. I didn't have 6 months off. My second child, I only had 6 weeks off, straight back into work, because I had to. But I've had a bit more time off with my second one. But I'm glad, because what mother really wants to be away from the child and going paying them to be in nursery away from you? We don't really want that. I don't care what people say. We don't really want that. Because that's where they're getting in the system, and that's where they're getting schooled wrong, and by the system. I'm not talking about teachers, because if they're trained in a certain way, they don't know. But you know what I mean? I can see it all now. I can see how that elite system, whatever you want to call that system, has been working us to, even in relationships, pulling families apart. That's what's happened to me. Pulling families apart, pulling traditions apart, them old traditions, trying to be all trendy and all this. It doesn't work. It doesn't really, I don't think it really works. Yep, free Tommy. I don't think it really works. It's proven it's not really working, because look at the state of the planet at the minute. But I'm going to go now because it's late. I'm getting tired. I'm really hot again, and I'll be on tomorrow because, Trumpster's here. Trumpster's here, playing his trumpet to the rats, a bit like the Pied Piper. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on and shout out, and I'll say again if anyone's just come on, check out Kevin's Corner because he's great, and Henry Davis because that video was beautiful, and Resistant Chicks and Diamond and Silk, and see what they've got to say. It's not just me saying it, it's everyone around the globe. So, nanai, and I shall see you tomorrow. Go Trump!